And if you're someone who's been watching the Linux ecosystem evolve over the past few years, you probably know how rare it is to say that a single advancement could shift the entire direction of desktop computing. But this one is different. This isn't just another kernel tweak or a new desktop environment polish or another driver improvement that makes things a little bit faster. This is a fundamental shift in how Linux handles updates, applications, system stability, and user experience across the board. It affects everything from how your daily driver operates to how enterprises deploy fleets of machines, from gamers tweaking their setups without fear to developers maintaining reproducible environments that work identically everywhere. Imagine never worrying about a broken system after an update again. Picture rolling back to a perfectly working state in seconds if something goes wrong. Envision applications that run in perfect isolation yet integrate seamlessly with your workflow, all while the core operating system stays pristine and immutable. That's the reality Linux is stepping into right now, and it's poised to make the Penguin not just a viable alternative to Windows and Mac OS, but potentially the superior choice for millions of users who previously stayed away due to reliability concerns. To truly appreciate why this matters so much, we need to step back and understand the journey Linux has been on. For decades, Linux on the desktop has been powerful, flexible, and free, but it came with a reputation for fragility. Traditional package managers like apt or DNF or pacman were incredibly versatile, letting you install almost anything from vast repositories, but they also introduced risks. Dependencies could conflict, a rogue PPA or a UR package could break your entire setup, and updates sometimes left your system in a half-upgraded state that required hours of troubleshooting. Occasional I broke my Linux moments. Gaming was hit or miss for a long time. Hardware support varied wildly by distribution, and maintaining consistency across machines felt like an art more than a science. But slowly, steadily, the ecosystem improved. Proton revolutionized gaming, Wayland matured into a reliable display server. Hardware vendors started providing better drivers, and tools like Flatpak and Snap made applications more portable. Yet something was still missing, a way to make the entire system as reliable and predictable as the best parts of modern computing without sacrificing Linux's legendary customizability. Enter the rise of Immutable and Atomic Linux distributions, which have been building momentum for years but have now reached a tipping point where they feel truly transformative. At its core, an immutable system treats the base operating system as read-only. You don't modify the root file system directly the way you would in a traditional mutable distro. Updates happen in the background as complete new versions of the system, and you only switch to the new state after a reboot. No partial updates, no lingering broken packages, no dependency hell that cascades into a reinstall. This isn't a niche experiment anymore, it's becoming mainstream with Fedora Silverblue and its variants like Kinoite and Sarisia leading the charge, Ubuntu exploring similar models, projects like Vanilla OS pushing the envelope, and even enterprise players like Red Hat integrating these concepts deeper into their offerings. The result is a Linux that feels rock solid, almost appliance-like in its reliability, while still offering unparalleled flexibility through layered applications and user spaces. Let's break down exactly how this works in practice, because the technical details are what make it so powerful. In a traditional Linux install, when you run sudo apt upgrade or DNF update, packages are unpacked and configured in place. Libraries get updated, configuration files are modified, and if something conflicts, or a script fails midway, you might end up with a system that's partially updated and unstable. With atomic updates, the new system state is prepared completely in isolation. Think of it like building a new container image for your entire OS. Once it's ready and verified, the bootloader simply points to the new deployment on the next boot. The switch is instantaneous and all or nothing. Tools like RPM Austri on Fedora-based immutables handle this beautifully, allowing you to layer packages on top if needed while keeping the base image pristine. Rollbacks are as simple as selecting a previous deployment from the grub menu or running a single command like RPM Austri rollback. Snapshots happen automatically before updates in many setups, so you always have a safety net. This model draws inspiration from successful systems like Android's A/B partitioning or Chrome OS's verified boot. But it brings those enterprise-grade reliability features to the general-purpose desktop in a way that's open and community-driven. One of the biggest pain points this solves is update anxiety. How many times have you hesitated before running a major upgrade because you knew it might break your graphics drivers, audio setup, or critical applications? With Immutable Linux, that fear largely disappears. You can test experimental updates in a separate deployment. Keep multiple versions side by side and switch between them effortlessly. Gamers benefit enormously here. Installing the latest NVIDIA or AMD drivers? No problem, layer them, reboot, and if performance dips or a game crashes, revert in under a minute without reinstalling anything. Developers get reproducible environments that eliminate the classic "it works on my machine" problem. Your entire configuration, including specific versions of compilers, runtimes, and libraries, can be declared in code and shared via Git. Teams can ensure every developer, CI server, and production machine runs identical software states. This is huge for DevOps, data science, and any field where consistency matters. Even casual users win because the system stays clean over time. No more accumulating cruft from years of installs and uninstalls. Boot times remain snappy, resource usage stays predictable, and security updates apply cleanly without risking breakage. Applications on these systems shift toward sandboxed, containerized models, which further enhances stability and security. Flatpak has become the star here, delivering apps in self-contained bundles with runtime dependencies isolated from the host. You get the latest versions of Firefox, LibreOffice, GIMP, or Steam directly from FlatHub without touching the base system. Permissions are granular. An app might only access your downloads folder or microphone if you explicitly allow it. This reduces the attack surface dramatically compared to traditional packages that run with full user or even root privileges. Combined with Immutable Base, even if a malicious app tries something sneaky, it can't corrupt core system files. Tools like Podman and Distrobox let you run full containerized distro environments for development or testing, layering them on top without conflicts. Imagine having Ubuntu, Arch, and Fedora toolchains available simultaneously on the same machine, each isolated yet integrated into your desktop seamlessly. This hybrid approach, immutable core plus flexible user layers, gives you the best of both worlds. Appliance like reliability and Tinkerer's Paradise flexibility. Performance is another area where this paradigm shines, often counterintuitively. You might think immutable systems add overhead, but in practice, they tend to feel lighter and faster. Because the base OS is a clean, optimized image without accumulated modifications, there are fewer fragmented files. No outdated caches bloating your drive, and the file system can use advanced features like compression and deduplication more effectively. OS tree shares content between deployments efficiently, saving disk space. Bootloaders and init systems load pristine states quickly. On hardware ranging from old ThinkPads to high-end gaming rigs, users report snappier responsiveness, lower idle resource usage, and more consistent frame rates in games because the system isn't fighting itself with conflicting libraries. Hardware support has also improved and tandem kernel updates are handled atomically too, meaning driver changes are tested and switched as complete units. For laptops, power management benefits from a consistent known good base. Even on resource-constrained devices, the deterministic nature means better predictability for battery life and thermal performance. Security gets a massive upgrade as well. Immutable systems are inherently more resistant to malware and configuration drift. The root file system being read-only by default means rootkits or persistent threats have a much harder time embedding themselves. Updates can be cryptographically verified end-to-end, ensuring you're running exactly what the maintainers intended. Sandboxing via Flatpak, combined with Linux namespace, Second, and AppArmor or SE Linux policies, creates strong isolation boundaries. Post-quantum cryptography and memory-safe languages like Rust are making their way deeper into the stack, with the kernel itself embracing Rust for new drivers and subsystems. This isn't theoretical real-world deployments in servers and edge devices have shown dramatic reductions in compromise rates. For desktop users, it means peace of mind when browsing, downloading, or running software from various sources. Parents setting up machines for kids, businesses deploying to employees, or privacy-conscious individuals all gain from this layered defense. And because rollbacks are easy, recovering from a security incident or bad update is trivial compared to forensic cleaning on a mutable system. Now let's talk about specific distributions and tools making this real today. Fedora Silverblue stands out as a pioneer that's matured beautifully. Based on Fedora's rapid release cycle, but with an immutable foundation, it delivers the latest GNOME desktop Wayland by default and excellent hardware support while offering Atomic updates via RPM-OSTree. You can still use DNF for layering if you need traditional packages, but the recommendation is to embrace Flatpaks and containers. Variants like Kinoite bring KDE Plasma to the immutable world, giving you that powerful, customizable desktop with a safety net underneath. Ubuntu has been experimenting with similar concepts in its desktop editions and Snaps ecosystem, making Atomic-like behaviors more accessible. Vanilla OS takes a unique approach with its own layering system and recovery tools. NixOS represents the declarative extreme your entire OS, from kernel modules to desktop configurations to installed applications, is defined in Nix language files. Rebuild the system with one command, and it's perfectly reproducible anywhere. These aren't fringe projects. They're gaining users rapidly because once you experience the reliability, going back to traditional mutable setups feels risky and outdated. For gamers, this changes the game literally. Steam and Proton already make thousands of Windows titles run excellently on Linux, often with better performance due to fewer background processes and direct hardware access. With immutable bases, you can maintain stable driver layers for NVIDIA ICE proprietary drivers or Mesa for AMD Intel, testing betas safely. If a Proton update breaks a favorite title, roll back the container or layer without affecting the rest of your system. Tools like Heroic for Epic and GOG games, Lutris for custom runners, and GameScope for advanced compositing all integrate smoothly. Handheld devices like the Steam Deck run a customized immutable Arch-based SteamOS, proving the model scales from desktops to portables. Expect more OEMs to ship Linux handhelds and laptops pre-configured this way as the Atomic model simplifies maintenance and support. Developers working on games can use the same reproducible setups to ensure builds match across platforms. Productivity and creative workflows also transform. Applications like Blender, DaVinci Resolve, via compatibility layers or native ports. The Demlive, OBS Studio, and Office suites run in isolated environments, so updating one doesn't risk breaking another. Version control for your entire workspace becomes feasible. Export your declarative config, themes, extensions, and data layouts as a single portable unit. Restore it on a new machine in minutes. For remote work, IT admins love being able to push consistent images to thousands of devices with guaranteed states. Education institutions can deploy labs where students experiment freely but revert to clean states easily. Content creators benefit from stable encoding environments and plugin management without system pollution. The reproducibility extends to AI and machine learning setups 2-pin exact versions of CUDA, PyTorch, or TensorFlow runtimes and containers while keeping the host lightweight. Of course, no technology is perfect, and there are trade-offs to discuss honestly. Immutable systems require a mindset shift. If you're used to editing system files directly or relying heavily on traditional package managers for everything, you'll need to adapt to layering and containers. Disk usage can initially seem higher due to multiple deployments, though deduplication helps. Some niche hardware or proprietary software might need extra work to containerize. Learning curves exist for newcomers, though modern tools and GUIs are making it easier. Many immutable distros now ship with excellent graphical frontends for updates and rollbacks. Community support is strong, with forums full of migration guides. Over time, as more software adopts universal packaging formats, these friction points diminish. The benefits far outweigh the adjustments for most users, especially those tired of maintenance headaches. Looking ahead, this feature sets the stage for even bigger things. Imagine deeper integration with Cloud Sync for your configurations, AI-assisted troubleshooting that suggests optimal deployments, or seamless hybrid setups where desktop, server, and mobile Linux share states. As Wayland becomes universal and hardware vendors optimize for Linux, combined with Rust safety and core components, the ecosystem becomes more attractive to commercial developers. We could see native ports of major creative and productivity apps because deployment fragmentation decreases. Market share, already climbing thanks to Windows 10 EOL and privacy concerns, could accelerate dramatically. Schools, governments, and businesses seeking cost savings and control will find immutable Linux irresistible. Hobbyists and power users will continue customizing endlessly, but with safety nets. The year of the Linux desktop jokes might finally retire because the desktop has arrived stable, secure, fast, and truly user-controlled. This isn't hype. It's the culmination of years of quiet, determined work by thousands of contributors. From OS3's foundational tech to Flatpak's app ecosystem, from kernel improvements to desktop environment refinements, everything converged to make atomic, immutable Linux not just possible but delightful. If you've been on the fence about trying Linux, now is the time. Download a Silverblue ISO, spin up a virtual machine, or install alongside your current OS. Experience the rollback magic, the clean updates, the sandboxed freedom. Tinker safely, game confidently, work productively. Linux didn't just get a feature. It evolved into a system that respects your time and trust in ways proprietary alternatives rarely do. The future of computing is open, reliable, and here. Once you go atomic, mutable systems feel like relics. Your next boot could be the start of something transformative. Welcome to the new era of Linux, stable by design, powerful by choice, and ready for everyone. The changes ripple outward. Better user retention, more contributions, faster innovation cycles. Developers focus on features instead of firefighting breaks. Users recommend it to friends and family without caveats. This single paradigm shift might be what finally tips the scales for widespread adoption. It's not perfect yet, but it's mature enough to change your daily computing life dramatically. Try it. Explore the docs, join the communities, and see for yourself why so many are calling this the feature that changes everything. The Penguin isn't just surviving, it's thriving, leading, and inviting the world to join a better way of computing. And that, more than anything, is worth celebrating in this exciting time for open source.